The Rebel Fleet Trooper. It's an action figure and a character that we all wanted back in 1978, but yet Kenner never delivered on this figure. A lot of people don't know why. It seemed to be almost the exact same as the Death Squad Commander, and we got the Death Squad Commander, so why couldn't they have just thrown a new coat of paint? However, in today's video, we will be covering what Kenner had plans to do, but unfortunately never did. Up on screen now is an image of the Death Squad Commander. As you can see, he's got that helmet, he's got a blaster, and he's wearing a uniform. Why that uniform is gray, that's a topic for another video. But that helmet is pretty similar to the helmet worn by the rebels on the Blockade Runner. Now, coming up on screen, here are two cardboard cutouts from Kenner. As you can clearly see, the Death Squad Commander on the right and the Rebel Fleet Trooper on the left. Of course, not everything matches. I believe that's closer to Captain Antilles' uniform than the actual Fleet Trooper, but it's close, but it's at least some sort of Fleet Trooper. The Fleet Trooper was a complete missed opportunity by Kenner. Everybody wanted that. Even some kids have painted over their Death Squad commanders so that they could get Rebel Fleet Troopers. And it's not even a decision that Kenner could justify. But there you have it. That is actual plans to release a Rebel Fleet Trooper, and if you look closely, you can see some of the same designs. The plan was basically, hey, we'll just paint the Death Squad Commander differently and call it a Fleet Trooper, which even kids would have been satisfied with just that. The helmets are pretty much similar. The figures are identical. They're just on opposite sides. But that's really it. That's the whole plan. Now here's just another look at that Death Squad Commander. As you can see, there's multiple differences. But in overall, if they had done minor sculpting work and they had painted the helmet a little bit differently, I think that the Fleet Trooper was not entirely out of the question. They just didn't do it. And as always, if you haven't already, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we will talk again soon.